Pushing the buttons, pushing the buttons. I like pushing buttons, Leah. Why does it say we've been live for 18 minutes?
18
Oh,
seconds.
there we go.
Oh, it did say 18 minutes.
It did
That's
say
weird.
18 minutes.
I don't understand.
That was really stressful.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Oh, I think we're sharing the split screen though.
Oh, we are. We should switch to front. Here.
There we go.
Oh goodness, now we have Radical Rainbow. When I did something silly with those sleeves, it didn't fix them.
Oh yeah, you did. They look all crazy. Topsy-turvy.
That kind of looks like Sarah's one school photo. We had one school photo of my daughter where the proofs were fine, and then the final photos came, and they photoshopped a hand off of her.
Photoshopped her hand off.
They photoshopped her hand off. So we handed out Christmas photos with my daughter only having one hand.
Nice.
We didn't realize until somebody else was like, hey, you know, Sarah only has one hand in this photo. And we're like,
Oh dear.
it was a thing.
Oh dear.
It was a thing.
Happy Thursday, Patty. Or as I like to say, Friday Junior.
Friday Junior, it's so close to the weekend.
I'm trying to make it a thing here that we all say Friday Junior.
Friday Junior.
I looked at like I have 3 heads sometimes. It's fun.
You don't have 3 heads? I don't understand.
I don't.
No, you don't.
Not today. Sometimes I move so fast, I think, that it might
Oh,
look
that
like
might
it.
be the issue. The running through the store. Welcome to my sewing room on Thursday.
I am Chelsea.
You're Chelsea. You'll be Chelsea today?
This is Leah.
I'll be Leah today. That sounds good.
We're talking rainbows.
We are.
Rainbows.
I could have brought the thread chart. We could have evaluated what color my hair is today
Ooh,
based
we
on the thread
should've.
chart.
I can go get it.
That's okay. It's not the same color it was last week. I don't know how it's showing up on camera, but it's faded a fair bit.
It looks very...
It still looks super orange.
You look almost the same shade as the orange of the dress in the camera, but
Yeah.
in person, the orange of the dress is not near as bright as you.
Well, the dress is several years old, so... So we're going to talk rainbows today. And other things. We'll talk about stuff going on in the store and rainbows.
Rainbows. I love rainbows.
Love rainbows. Love rainbows. We found all sorts of patterns that would play well with the new collection of fabric we have behind us, which is called Color Wall.
Color Wall.
It's by Riley Blake.
Just Color Wall. Yep.
Color Wall. So when Chelsea told me that she'd set up this display, she's like, oh, I've got Color Wall in the background. I'm like, that's what we call a section of our store that's just like blender, tone-on-tone kind of colors.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the fabric collection was called Color Wall. It threw me off.
Yeah, I said, no, Leah, the new fabric. Color Wall. And she's like, yeah, I know. Color Wall's on the wall. I'm like, no. Color Wall's in the classroom.
It was a thing.
It's gonna mess us all up.
Yeah.
Might have to rename it.
No, we shouldn't rename it.
Radiant Rainbow.
Radiant Rainbow. It's good for all the rainbow things.
It's true.
Yeah. So it's a collection with a whole bunch of blender wall kind of prints in the middle. So those would play in lots of different places. And then there's 3 different bolts, 3 different colorways of fat 8s that are printed. So that's yard goods with
We have
fat
one
8s.
more. I buried it. Fun.
Yeah, so it looks really super wild on the bolt, but it's a fun way to get a whole bunch of fabric in one go.
And there's a cheater quilt in here.
With all these funky Dresdens.
They're so pretty. You could use them to learn free motion quilting or ruler work. We had a ruler work class yesterday, and we were looking for cheater quilts.
Where you don't have to piece a whole quilt to practice your quilting.
Yeah, who wants to do that?
Yeah, sometimes you just want to practice quilting. So even these ones, they're wild and crazy. You put a different kind of quilting motif in each one, and you've got yourself a wildly bright practice quilt.
Wildly
bright. I
so
love it.
wildly.
And throw just a blender on the back.
Yeah, or part of the color wall.
Yeah, part of the color wall. That's it. Yeah. So lots of really fabulous colors. So if you're into making things that are rainbow colored, there's tons of patterns out there written for rainbows.
So many.
We have a few.
Just a couple.
Just a couple.
But there's even patterns in here that weren't written for rainbows.
That would be really funky with rainbows.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
Yeah, everything could be done in a rainbow. That's my thought. Everything could be done in a rainbow.
Yeah, even the sky does it sometimes.
Right? It's almost rainbow season. It might rain today.
It's supposed to rain today, tomorrow, the next day. And guess what? The day after that.
So it sounds like sewing weather.
It does. And you know what? Everyone's away in my house, so nobody can stop me.
I love it.
Well, my dog might, but that's fine.
No, he'll just curl up and hang out.
Yeah. As long as I give him a blanket,
We're good.
solved.
Yeah. So should we talk about the rainbow things? And then talk about all the other stuff going on in the store?
I think so.
Okay. Because we're on a rainbow kick. Let's talk rainbows.
We are very rainbowed. It's like Rainbow Bright visited the store today.
Which is great on a kind of cloudy, dreary day.
Mm-hmm.
Also, rainbows just make me happy. Just always. And they're
I
fun
love
for
rainbows.
kids stuff.
They're super fun for kids stuff. Or, Wonder Clips.
Wonder Clips come in rainbows?
They do. I found these. I had to run out after we set
I
up
bet I could
everything.
Turn that camera on.
Oh, you just hit
That's the close-up.
this one.
Close up. Rainbow Wonder Clips. In a 10-pack. It's not the whole rainbow, Chelsea. There's no green.
I noticed that now. The package is green. So isn't that a rainbow?
Okay, it's a rainbow. It's a rainbow. Let's pull up some of these other rainbow things.
Oh, let's go for that one.
Diamond Detour pattern by Sassafras Lane Designs. Sassafras Lane has some really, really funky patterns. Diamond Detour is funky. You could do this all in rainbows. Doesn't have to be rainbow solids. Pick rainbow prints.
Yeah,
Lots of places to practice free motion in this too if you use the negative space on this pattern.
that's a great idea. And you don't have to make it a full size. You could make it small to start. Do all your practice on a small section.
And it calls for fat quarters. So a
Awesome.
nice size to work with. And it calls for 10-inch squares, which 2 10-inch squares is roughly a fat eighth. So then you could use those wild prints in the
The
cheater
Wild Prince. Oh, Maureen. You could come to my house.
Night Sky by Jaybird Quilts. I like the Jaybird quilt patterns.
I like this one the most, I think.
Oh, this is another Sassafras Lane.
I think that might be my
Lombard
favorite.
Street. Lombard Street's funky. So you get to like gradient across the quilt.
We do have some gradient, like some
Some
ombre
ombre.
prints in the store. And then you could make it even super gradient.
Yeah, that would be fun too.
This one. That one's interesting. With this one.
This is Sea Urchins by Elizabeth Hartman.
And this is also her.
Or make your fancy forest friends super duper bright rainbow colored instead of kind of like the muted.
Yeah, kids love rainbows.
Big
love-
kids, little kids.
Me, kid.
Me.
Me.
Maybe you need to match your rainbow house. You need some hot mats. This is a folded Star of David hot pad pattern. We have interfacing to go with this as well, with the
Ooh.
stitching lines on it.
I did see those.
Super easy to follow. So then you could layer out your hot mat.
Cool.
And it could be orange, purple, green to match my kitchen. Orange, purple, gray, match my kitchen.
Orange to match your hair.
Orange to match my hair and my car. Oh, Maureen, if you have this pattern, if you have that Sea Urchins pattern, you should make it. What would be a good thing to do
Definitely.
is to sew the patterns you have. Or to buy new ones. Either way. We're not fussy. Maybe you need a rainbow rag quilt.
Yes, you could actually use on the back of that pattern. I think it was calling for 29 different fabrics, and we had 25.
Yeah.
So we do have a color wall that's not this color wall, but the other color wall.
Like the actual color wall.
And you could definitely get some fillers, like a couple reds
Yep.
to make it more rainbowy,
Yep.
and then some more purples.
That would be sharp.
Make it pop. And
Chelsea likes making bags.
I do like making bags.
That Sweet Jane pattern would be super fun with all those prints.
Yeah, even if you got one of the fat 8 panels, you
Yeah.
could just use that for that whole thing.
Make a whole variety that all match.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you've got other leftovers. Oh goodness, why is that not in focus? Oh, yeah.
Give it a little poke, maybe. I don't know. I would laugh very hard if just poking it worked.
Okay, camera. What did we do?
Oh, it focused.
Oh, it focused?
You just had to be further away. You were too close.
Shiny.
It's perfect for
This
your
is a-
Wonder Clips.
Yeah. I like having a pouch for my Wonder Clips.
I keep mine in bowls.
I keep mine in a zippered bag.
That's a good idea. I'm always knocking
It's kind
the
of
bowl
shaped
over.
so that it hide a low and I can throw things at it and usually they catch.
I would probably miss. What else do we have before we get to that clump? Ooh. This one is a sample behind us. It's Leah hung it, so it's really high. She's very tall.
Well, it's not a super big sample and it ended up in the back, so.
I'm just gonna blame Leah being
popped
tall.
color. These are actually 3D flowers off the front of this.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't read through the instructions on this pattern, but you make the flower and then you stitch it down on top of the backing block from the looks of it.
It'd be perfect for a fidget quilt. So I saw some
Ooh.
buttons on there too.
Yeah, so not for somebody really super little, because buttons are usually a choking hazard, but
Yeah, but somebody who just
needs to fiddle with things. I might be one of those people. I have at least 2 kids that might be those people.
do you want me to get you a fidget quilt down?
Yes, please.
I can't reach it. We both know that.
Dawn is doing great quilts. Great quilt kits. I'm gonna move this back a little. This is Gemini. This is made with a different rainbow of fabrics. But again, that nice rainbow spread across there. So this Gemini pattern, I believe we have it as a standalone thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
I think so.
usually it's in stores as a standalone thing. And oh, this is an MSR exclusive, 9-month 9 patch. We love these MSR exclusives. You're not going to find these anywhere else. But you could swap, make it this way once, and then you have the pattern in hand, and go ahead and
Make it another way.
make it another way. So
You could
it's-
color wall.
it could have color wall. Boop. So after we make rainbow hot pads, we can make rainbow rugs for our bedrooms, because we're gonna rainbow bedrooms.
Or the trailer. Bring the rainbow into your trailer.
Are you gonna have a rainbow trailer?
I haven't decided that yet.
Okay.
I am not sure, but my boyfriend's gone. So I'm sneaking so many DIYs into the trailer while he's not looking.
That's awesome. If you want to make a jelly roll rug, there's also, we have the jelly roll rug. It's kind of like batting, but not quite, for the inside. Catted in on a roll.
Catted in?
And it's 2.5-inch strip of product very similar to batting.
So you don't have to cut it.
Yeah, because batting's fiddly to cut.
That's awesome.
And then because we love rainbows, there is another rainbow bundle of blenders. This is Sparkler. There's 30 fat quarters in there.
Mm-hmm. And we still have most of those as yardage as
Nice.
well.
So you could play in and pick more friends for it.
Yeah. And now we have the fun clump.
The fun. What, this wasn't the fun clump?
Well, this is more fun because they have so many friends.
Right.
I can't hold them all.
Okay. Well, how about you hold the tools and I hold the patterns?
I'll hold the tools.
Okay. So we're poking around the store of things that would be fun with rainbows.
And we found
the twister rulers.
that's the way. Many twister rulers. There's regular. I think that's regular size. Twister. Twister's what this one's called. And then going the wrong way. Midi. And tiny. This one's me. Tiny. I'm short. And Lil. Lil Twister.
Little twisters. And there's a whole bunch of twister patterns available. That's not actually a pattern. Hang on. Whole bunch of twister patterns. The twister ruler. I'm thinking next Thursday we're gonna do a live twister demo.
Can I join you? I want to see how this works.
Yeah, twisters are fun. We have a few samples hanging in the store, but it's a really funky way of making a more interesting 4-patch. It's a 4-patch with pizzazz.
I
And it could be a 4-patch with pizzazz and rainbows, which I think is better. But there's patterns, and then there's also like a coloring sheet version.
You can color sheet your stuff in. That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, let's play around with next Thursday. We'll play around
I
with
like this.
twisters on Facebook Live.
And it has all the sizes.
Yeah. So it'll give you an idea of how much fabric you need for which size of twister you're working with and how big you want your project to be.
That's fantastic.
Right?
I know you knew.
Yeah. So next Thursday, Twister Thursday. We should probably play Twister.
I might have Twister at home.
I don't think we should play Twister on camera. I don't think that's the right answer.
Darn it.
We could.
I don't think I'm flexible enough to do that.
No, I'm not. Maybe used to be. Get my kiddo in here. She's like a circus monkey. She's very bendy. So that's all the stuff on the table.
That was the fun stuff.
It's most of the stuff on the table.
Yeah, except for the fabric and the other twister that I left.
Oh, right. We had 2 of those. That's all good.
And Peppermint Swirl.
And Peppermint Swirl.
We didn't talk about Peppermint Swirl.
No. So there's a super bright, wonderful rainbow dress behind me. Every time there's a rainbow line of fabric coming into the store, my immediate reaction is to make a Peppermint Swirl dress. One of my favorite things to sew. Sadly, my daughter's reached that age where the one I made her last year, she's only worn twice. Very sad.
That is sad.
It is sad. It's in great shape.
We can make them for dolls now, though.
We can. You make little doll-sized ones to match.
They're adorable. Look at it. It just
And it
goes
cuts
on
out of all the
forever.
scraps when you make a big one. So, Peppermint Swirl, we ran it as a class last year that was recorded. So you could get the class recording and play along that way. The other thing we have is the Peppermint Swirl dress is a PDF pattern from a company that we have an affiliate pattern link with. So let me show you where that's hiding. There's our Facebook feed, and that's the wrong mouse. Why do we have 2 mice here again? It's the story of my day. Chaos.
That was me earlier today. I just keep using the mouse and I'm like, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, so if you get to our website, and you go to affiliates and Candy Castle patterns, and you scroll down, there's a shop now, or you can click right on that image of that Peppermint Swirl dress. And shopping through an affiliate link through our store, we get a small credit from Candy Castle for directing you to their site, and then you can download the pattern and have it ready to go. The big thing here, it says optional AO copy shop file, and what that means is instead of taping a whole bunch of regular printer size paper together to get your pattern pieces, you can load your AO copy shop file into our website. We'll go back to our website, back to my sewing room. Under services, we have pattern printing. And our pattern printing is $5 per sheet for those AO size sheets. Pretty sure the last time I printed the Peppermint Swirl, it's 1 to 2 pages, depending on how big you need it. If you need like a little 6-month-old dress, it's quite different than if you need a dress for a 14-year-old or an adult. But then you can pick up your printed pattern here while you grab your fabric. Yardage chart will be in your pattern as you get going, and then you can go home and make a Peppermint Swirl. Honest to goodness, it's one of the best things I've ever made for like a 4 to 5-year-old. My daughter didn't take her Peppermint Swirl dresses off for like 3 years. That's all she wore. We bought other clothes. She didn't wear them. It was great. So in our class catalog, if you're interested in looking back at what we did run previously that you could still get access to in the class recordings, that Peppermint Swirl dress class is there. And it was spread out over, when I filmed it, it was spread out over 6 sessions, so that there was lots of time to keep up and do all the steps. There's a lot of really fun garment sewing steps in there. That if you haven't put a zipper in before, or you haven't put buttons on something before, we go through that in lots and lots of detail. And finishing your seams and getting a nice professional crisp look to your dress.
Awesome.
If you have questions, just ask away. Our education team is still here to answer questions from anything we've previously recorded. It's a pretty good system. But yes, Rainbow Peppermint Swirls, one of my all-time favorites.
Well, they pack such a punch. They're beautiful.
And girls just like twirl until they're dizzy.
Oh gosh, yeah. I can only make circle skirt dresses because I just want to twirl in them.
Oh, make a swirl skirt dress for adults or kids, Stampede themed. That would be adorable.
Maybe I need one of those.
I'm really tempted to make a peppermint swirl out of linen as a summer dress.
Ooh.
But then I remembered, like, I like wearing shorts and pants everywhere. Not good at actually just putting a dress on. So,
We're still sharing our screen.
oh, right.
I realize that.
No.
Takes two of us to run this system.
I don't
today.
have the system under control today. This is too hard. The buttons changed slightly last week. I'm a little confused.
They did change.
Ever so slightly.
We have new cameras. They're really cool.
They're great. Very
They're
happy.
lovely.
Yeah.
We have this really interesting one up there, which we have a very big mess on the desk of things.
You'll see everything. Yeah, so that's some of the stuff going on. New fabric. Lots of patterns in here. If you guys are interested in making a swirl skirt for adults. Huh.
I thought I saw a pattern for a swirl skirt
There is
on
a
their
ladies,
website.
There is a ladies version of that skirt. It's wonderful. I have one.
Ooh, of course you do.
I do.
That's
It's
fantastic.
great and covered in math fabric. Which also makes me happy. So Leah,
Is
right?
it rainbow matte fabric?
No, it's like
Aww.
ombre gray.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's
super
pretty cool.
So yeah, that's going on. Tomorrow afternoon we have another session of Barb's one stitch at a time hand embroidery class.
Mm-hmm.
We're nearing the end.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. There's a few more. It was a 12 class series. Friday afternoons. You can still hop on and watch the recorded content, or just start in the middle and go back to the early ones later on.
Yeah. I think you could start anywhere on that.
And next week we have a stitch party. We are making an apron.
Woo.
With a very manly themed embroidery. Manly. Handy manly?
Handy manly?
This is not a hammer. No, this is not a...
This is not a drill.
This is not a drill.
This
what
is
it
not a
says.
drill and it has a hammer on it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's not a drill, it's a hammer.
Like punchlines. I can't remember anything.
Not a hammer.
No, it is a hammer. I know it's a hammer. This is not a drill.
We have long arm certification next week too.
Yeah, there's still space in long arm renter certification. So if you've got a stack of quilt tops that need some love and some finishing, sign up for a renter certification and then you can come rent our long arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fun to use.
Yeah.
I got certified.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I have to rent it still. But I'm just collecting my quilt tops for it.
Fair enough.
Collecting.
I need to put borders on all my quilt top stage. I don't like putting borders on. I like all the other parts of sewing.
I'll put your borders on if you quilt mine with rulers like your 1/4 inch quilted.
You'll get it back in like 3 years.
I have one quilt top that I'm still working on from 3 years ago, so I feel that.
Yeah. Also next week, end of the week, we have Bernina Creative Studio software class, and we're learning to digitize gradient fills. So if you want to blend across colors with rainbows, maybe not with rainbows, if you want to blend across fills, it's going to be super cool.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
I might need to watch that class.
Yeah.
Gotta make an excuse to be in the classroom.
Okay. There's cleanup to do all the time. Organizing.
There is.
Other prep work. Coming up June 1st, we still have space in our red, white, and barbecue Kimberbell event. If you know any gentlemen that want to learn to embroider, this would be a good event for them.
Yeah.
Or if you have anybody you want to make like a Father's Day gift for. Class is $99, includes everything to make the apron and the oven mitt. And
Including spending the day with Leah and Chelsea.
Right? It's the best part. You get to embroider, but you get to hang out with us too. And you can join us in store or virtually for that. And if you're brand new to embroidery, if you're brand new to embroidery, the event is very much designed as a brand new to embroidery event.
Oh, totally.
And you can come in store, even if you don't own a machine yet, but you're thinking you want one, let us know. We have floor models that we can pull into the classroom and set up for you. You need to pick up your thread, but stabilizers included in the event. And we would love to have anybody who's thinking they want to embroider join us.
Yeah.
Get over the fear before you jump in and invest. It's kind of like long arm entry certification, where give it a try before you buy a long arm.
Totally.
Totally. Coming up middle of June is
Garden party?
Garden party. That's what it's I don't remember what anything is called today. I talked about it 4 times already with other people, but apparently I don't remember now. June 16th and 17th, OESD Garden Party event. This is one event from our OESD that we are going to be able to run hybrid format, so in-store or virtually. And my favorite thing about OESD events is the stabilizer deals and bundles. They're phenomenal. And they'll be only available to people who are signed up for the class.
That'll be fun.
So it's 2 days, $250, $249.99. All the thread, all the stabilizer, all the fabrics you need to make all the projects, a goodie bag with extra stuff, and great discounts on stabilizer.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a ton. It's so much. I love it. I like OESD events.
I can't wait to see my first OESD event.
Yeah, you haven't been here for one yet. So
no, this will be my first.
This will be a little bit different. Anne and I are going to teach that one. We have another one coming up end of September. More information coming soon on that, which will be in person only. And being taught by an OESD educator.
Cool.
Because people can cross the border again.
This is true.
Because we have an open border.
They let us do that now. It's nice.
Yeah. Life is getting back to normal.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. So those things are all coming up on the radar. A couple more like store things. The Brother Mother's Day sale ends Monday. We are not open Sunday, Monday. Don't try and bring your mother here Sunday to shop for her.
Come on Saturday.
Come on Saturday.
Or Friday.
Or Friday.
Or today.
Yeah, we're running out of time today. We're open to 6, but it's
well, it's
4:45.
It's only 4:43. 4:43.
4:43.
Don't chop off their minute.
Hurry.
We're not jealous.
Right?
Don't worry.
Mother's Day sale has quilting edition machines, the BQ series. They're called the Quilt Club. Big wide throat. They're coming with the Brother Advanced Quilt Design software, which is a pattern designing software with all sorts of great quilt blocks built into it. And then you could figure out what rainbow layout you want. Rainbows. And there's a serger, cover stitch, just a basic sewing machine, the ND50's on there.
And the scan and cut.
And the scan and cut's on there. So lots of options there. There as well, there's a Bernina Sale, and it has one more week. It's going till the 14th.
Ooh. And
it's on some machines and the sergers.
That'll be awesome.
So if you want to make a peppermint swirl and finish your seams, you need a serger. You don't need a serger. Serger's really nice to have. You can do it with an overlock stitch on a sewing machine. Serger's a little quicker and a little friendlier on the massive amount of seams you have in that skirt of that dress.
How many seams did you get piled up at once?
Well, I sewed it in sections. So that one has 14 stripes across the skirt.
Oh my goodness.
So 14 seams around.
It's a lot of seams.
Yeah.
That could take a while.
Yes. Serger, you get the hang of it. It goes super quick.
Oh yeah, you can pedal to the metal, those guys.
Once you're comfortable. You can go slow if that makes you happy too.
Yeah, you can totally go slow.
Yeah. So, that's kind of what's going on around here right now.
It is.
If you didn't hear it on Monday, we have a clearance section on our website for fabric.
We sure do.
There's like 300 bolts in there.
Yeah, we just added 300 new bolts.
300 new bolts.
That was exciting.
It was.
So many bolts of fabric.
Oh, I'm going to show you guys one more thing.
Ooh, what are you showing now?
gonna go back to the homepage on the website. If you missed it yesterday, OESD had a virtual event on their website. The video's still available. They had a coupon code. We're honoring that coupon code. And we're honoring that until the 12th. The end of the day on the 12th, we extended it. So if you're needing some embroidery supplies and you want to save a little bit of money, go watch their video, get the coupon code, and come back to our site for physical product. OESD doesn't ship stabilizer and thread kits into Canada.
Oh, but we do.
But we ship right across the country. So there's sneaky sales happening. You just have to go find the code. There's also Cuddle Kits. While supplies last. Those are so sweet for baby blankets.
Oh gosh, even if you're not making it for a baby and you just want it as a little lap quilt, they're just glorious.
Oh, look at all those Berninas. Look at all those Berninas. Brothers. There's the brothers on sale. And clicking on each of those pictures will take you right to the product.
Oh, cool.
Pretty slick.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
We have some charity things on the works. And then we're back to that. So, if you're not finding what you want, go have a poke through the website, give us a call, come in, all those good things. I see a question on YouTube. Are you live on Facebook as well? We sure are. We know how to be live in 2 places at once some days. We have technology. It's lovely.
Not on Mondays.
Not on Mondays. We're usually just live on Facebook on Mondays.
But
Sometimes you get store tours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're not nearby.
Unfortunately, we can't store a tour on YouTube at the same time as Facebook.
We don't have that much technology.
One day.
One day. One day we'll be there. So yeah, we look forward to seeing you in the store, in a class.
Classes! I love classes. I like learning new things.
Me too. There's always lots of that around here.
Mm-hmm.
Next Thursday, we're having Twister Thursday.
We're gonna play Twister?
Let's do Fabric Twister.
Okay,
Not
Fabric Twister.
Next Thursday, Twister Thursday.
Can we use a twister to pick the fabric we use on our twister?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Okay, we have a plan. Stay tuned for more.
Stay tuned for Twister Thursday.
Twister Thursday next week.